If I wanted to lose weight this year, especially as a woman in 40s or 50s, I would not start a new calorie restrictive diet. I would not start doing more intense workouts and cardio, and I would definitely not start starving myself. Quite the opposite. Because at this stage of life, weight loss is no longer about any of these things. It's about being strategic, specifically with hormones, stress management, sleep, and muscle prevention. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what I would do to achieve positive results, step by step. If you're watching this thinking, I've heard this before, I'm eating healthy, I'm exercising, and nothing works. Well, I want you to know you're not wrong. After 40, things do change. Estrogen starts declining, cortisol stays elevated for no reason, muscle mass starts declining, and insulin sensitivity is less efficient. So, the strategies that work in your 20s and 30s, they usually start working in your 40s. And sometimes they even backfire. This is why so many women feel frustrated, defeated, or like their body is betraying them. But the truth is, your body isn't broken. It just needs little tweaks and smarter approach. If you haven't met yet, I'm Gabriela, and on this channel, I help women navigate through midlife challenges and thrive naturally. So this is what I would actually do. Number one, I would fix stress before fixing food. So if I wanted to lose weight this year, the very first thing I would focus on is stress, not food. We'll get to the food a little later, but first, stress. Because high cortisol blocks fat loss. No matter what you do, you can eat clean, you can work out consistently, and still gain weight if your nervous system is in chronic stress. And here's the part most women don't realize. Overexercising is stress. Undereating is stress. Constantly trying harder, yep, it's stress. If your body feels unsafe, it will hold on to fat, especially around your belly, because your body is just trying to protect you. So instead of pushing harder, I would slow down. I would prioritize walking outdoors. And if outdoors is not possible, get a walking pad. You can get a walking pad for 100 bucks. I will put a link below to the one I bought. I would also reduce intense workouts if I felt depleted. I would focus on calming my nervous system first. Fat loss happens when your body feels safe. Number two, I would make sleep non-negotiable. The second thing I would focus on is sleep, without exception. Poor sleep raises cortisol and insulin, two major fat storage hormones. You cannot out-diet bad sleep. You cannot out-exercise bad sleep. If I wanted to lose weight, I would protect my sleep like it's part of my workout plan, because it is. That means consistent bedtimes, going to bed and waking up around the same time every day. Let's say going to bed at 9 p.m. and waking up at 5 a.m. every single day. No scrolling on the phone late at night or watching TV until late every night, but actually allowing my body to rest and recover for at least 7 or 8 hours every night. Getting sufficient amount of sleep is crucial for metabolic health and weight loss. Number three, I would stop restricting and focus on stabilizing blood sugar. If I wanted to lose weight this year, I would stop obsessing over calories. Actually, I would stop counting calories completely and start focusing on blood sugar, what I eat and when I eat it. Constant snacking, skipping meals, eating mostly carbs or highly processed food will create blood sugar spikes and crashes, which leads to cravings, fatigue, and fat storage. Instead, I would focus on real meals consisting of whole foods and high quality protein. I would eat 3 meals a day, no snacks in between, and each meal would have at least 30 to 40 grams of protein, some healthy fats, and fiber. No processed junk. And you're probably not going to like what I'm about to say, but even protein powder is technically a processed food. And while not all protein powders are created equal, many on the market are unfortunately highly processed and full of sugar. I'm not saying you should never have a protein shake. I'm simply saying I would not replace real meals with protein powder if possible. I know it can be very convenient, especially when you're pressed for time, but whenever possible, I would choose a real meal made with real protein. No protein that's been turned into a powder and blended with fruit. But that's a topic for another video. So instead of relying on shakes, I would focus on building a real meal, especially when it comes to the first meal of the day. I would be very intentional with my first meal, prioritizing high quality protein like eggs, and fermented foods such as kefir, yogurt, or sauerkraut, rather than starting the day with carbs. This helps keep blood sugar stable, insulin lower, energy higher, supports a healthy gut and microbiome, and makes fat loss possible. To make this easier, I've put together a free download with simple, protein focused breakfast ideas that support blood sugar balance, gut health, and fat loss. You can find the link below. And remember, this isn't about perfection, it's about consistency and stability. Number 4, I would build muscle on purpose. This part is huge, especially after 40. If I wanted to lose weight, I would focus on building and maintaining muscle. Because muscle is your metabolism. Muscle improves insulin sensitivity, helps regulate blood sugar, and makes fat loss easier, not harder. But for women in midlife, muscle isn't just about weight loss. It's also critical for protecting bone density, supporting joint health, balance, longevity, and long term independence. As we age, we naturally lose both muscle and bone density. And if we don't intentionally challenge them, that loss accelerates. Walking is wonderful for stress, weight loss, and overall wellness, but walking alone is not enough to preserve muscle or bone. I would strength train at least twice a week. At home workouts count, body weight workouts count. Consistency matters far more than intensity. You don't need to train like a bodybuilder. You just need to regularly tell your body, I still need this muscle and this bone, and I need it for the rest of my life. Number 5, I would use fasting strategically, not aggressively. If I truly wanted to lose weight and improve my metabolic health, I would use fasting, but very intentionally. I would not fast if my body was already under a lot of stress. I would focus on managing stress first and only then slowly and strategically introduce fasting. I believe almost everyone can do at least a 12-hour overnight fast. For example, if your last meal is at 6 p.m., your first meal of the next day would be at 6 a.m. That's very doable for most healthy people. The longer the body has a break from digestion, the more energy it can redirect toward repair, metabolic health, and overall recovery. And the more metabolically healthy the body becomes, the easier it is to release excess body fat. Fasting can be a very powerful tool, but only when it's done properly. Getting enough nutrients, especially adequate protein, during your eating window is essential. And this is what I would stop doing. I would stop undereating, I would stop overtraining, I would stop comparing myself to 25-year-olds on social media, and I would stop jumping from one plan to another, trying different type of diets every week. Consistency beats intensity every single time. There's no one-size-fits-all approach after 40, which is why personalization is so important. If you would like support navigating weight loss and overall wellness in a way that's tailored specifically to you, I offer private one-on-one coaching. You'll find the link below if you would like to learn more. If this video was helpful, please give it a like. It really helps support the channel and reach more women who need this information. And if you're navigating weight loss, hormones, or overall wellness in midlife, hit that subscribe button for more tips on how to thrive, not just survive. And here's my challenge for you. Pick one thing from today's video and start applying it right away. Maybe it's prioritizing sleep, building muscle, stabilizing blood sugar, or simply walking more. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just start. And let me know in the comments below which habit you're going to start with first. I read every comment and I truly love hearing from you. And remember, your body isn't broken. It's intelligent, adaptable, and capable of getting stronger at any age when you give it the right time and the right support. And if you want to see exactly how I lost 10 pounds in 10 days, I have a full video breaking that down. Just click on the video on the screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.